Welcome back to Rising. This morning we've got two incredible people doing amazing work in the foster care system, and they're taking it on one state at a time. Gary and Tammy Webb have been married for 39 years and have served as youth pastors in Phoenix, Arizona for 23 years. Gary and Tammy Webb are the founders of a youth nonprofit organization, OCJ Kids, which stands for Opportunity, Community, and Justice for Kids. Now, Gary started it back in 1996 and has been running this program with his wife for over 17 years. And OCJ Kids currently reaches out to over 15,000 foster children in the state of Arizona through different programs. Now, we hear a lot about foster care. What are some of the unmet needs and gaps that you guys find that can be filled by the community?
Well, working with our Child Protective Services back home, we see a lot of times that those are emergency removals where they don't have access right away to pajamas, diapers, wipes. Things are just essentials that just let kids know that they matter, that they have a purpose in life, and they're just not throwaway kids. So if we can help those caseworkers have those essentials right then and there, it's going to really benefit kids.
Yes. And what are some of the other essentials that they get? I know they get gift cards, right?
They do. So one of the things that we've discovered is the caseworkers don't have the funding to provide food when they pick these kids up. And some of these kids haven't eaten for a couple of days. So if we can provide a McDonald's gift card, if we can provide a Walmart gift card, those things are going to help bring the dignity, if you will, to that transition so that these kids can make this transition into foster care with a little bit of dignity and less trauma. McDonald's in Northern Arizona actually donates Happy Meal gift cards to us every quarter so that we can provide meals for those kids.
It's really phenomenal what you both are doing. And I know, Gary, you've spoken at so many different conferences, youth camps all over the world. What are some of the places that you've spoken at outside of the U.S.?
We've been in Africa. We've done a lot of stuff in New Zealand, in the Philippines, and so we've had the opportunity to go to several countries like that and just kind of share, usually around youth and kind of empowering youth and inspiring them to be more than they are.
Yeah, and you're here now in North Carolina.
Yes.
And you are expanding into this state. So what are some of the ways that the community can get involved with DHHS offices?
One of the things we specialize is, first of all, is to try to just let the awareness out there. So can the faith community get involved? Can you talk to your church? Can you say, how do we adopt a local DHHS office? To go in there and say, can we provide a meal for the caseworkers there, just to let them feel special? Can we go in and say, do you guys need any specific things like baby formula or car seats or pajamas, diapers, wipes? Because every office is going to be different. Every city and county is going to be different. So as we have those churches, in a sense, adopt that office, it makes them theirs. And they can just say, how do we help you, bless you? How do we provide what you specifically need for your kids in your area?
That's so phenomenal. And I know that we've talked about, you have some really big news when it comes to cell phones and helping these kids specifically. So how does this program impact the foster youth that are aging out of the system specifically?
Well, I'm super excited that we've been able to partner with T-Mobile. And T-Mobile, I went to actually T-Mobile and I said, we have a huge crisis. You guys have the ability to solve this crisis. So I need cell phones. And at first they wanted me to sign a contract. I said, no, I'm not signing a contract. You're going to give me phones because you're going to help us solve this crisis. So now what we're able to do is a kid ages out because there's a 67% chance they're going to fail without an adult in their life. And so we have that kid a cell phone. It has unlimited talk, text, and data for 6 months to a year. It's attached to a caring adult. And that kid has to touch base every month or we shut the phone off. But the purpose of that is, again, to help that kid walk through the pitfalls of life, connect them with support communities. Are they doing good mentally, emotionally, physically? Do you have a job, transportation? And so they check in with that mentor that's a support community for them. So it's a game changer, really, as kids age out of foster care.
Yeah, and what age do they age out if people don't know specifically?
Usually 18 is the general. And so we work with them from 18 to like 21.
Great.
And usually it's kind of a forever family after that.
And then lastly, just so people know, how can they reach out to volunteer, help, donate?
OCJkids.org, and we can kind of guide them and direct them in whatever they need to do and how to get connected here in the great state of Charlotte.
Amazing. Thank you.
North Carolina.
Yes, North Carolina. Thank you both so much for being here. We really appreciate it and all the great work that you're doing. Now, Nicole's back with a look at your latest weather-wise forecast right after the break.